Cinephiles of the internet, my name's Adriana, and today I'm here to bring you the bookshelf scavenger hunt tag. Yes, I know this is somewhat of a dated tag, but I never got the chance to do it, so I'm gonna freaking do it. This tag was originally created by the Library of Sarah way back in the day, and I wanted to do it because I recently saw it on Joycie's channel. It's Joycie Kiddo. I will leave the original creator's video in the description, but I will also leave Joycie's video, and I highly encourage you guys to check her out. She is a newer booktuber, and I love her so much, and she actually told me that she started watching Attack on Titan because of me, and she wanted to read the manga because of my videos. And literally there is no more of a surefire way to win my complete and unadulterated affection than to tell me that. Friendship solidified. That's literally what I thought when I read her comment telling me that. I love Joycie and I loved her video, so again, it will be in the description. Highly encourage you guys to check her out and show her some love and support. Without further ado, I'm gonna start scavenging these shelves behind me. First, I have to find either an author's name or a title that has the letter Z in it. So for me, this was a no-brainer. I'm gonna go with The Book Thief by Mr. Marcus Zusak. Next, I have to find a classic. How about The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton? Is that enough of a classic for you? Because it is for me. Next, I have to find a book with a key on it. For a while, I thought I was gonna have to go with the default answer of Lock and Key by Sarah Desmond, but I found something even better, and that is The Janitor's Boy by Andrew Clements. He's holding a key, and I really enjoyed this book. Next, I have to find something on my shelf that is not a book. I have a lot of things on my shelf that are not books at all, so I chose 3 of the most interesting things I could find. First, I have this little owl, and it has my name on it, and my aunt got this for me custom made because she knows I love owls. Secondly, you might have seen this around my neck in quite a few of my videos, but I have the Ring of Power, which I keep in front of my Lord of the Rings collection on my shelf because I'm a nerd. Thirdly, for no discernible reason whatsoever, I have an Invader Zim patch. Yes, that is Gur, and he is eating pizza, and I love it, so I keep it on my shelf. Now I have to find the oldest book on my shelf. So the oldest book in my book collection is the Collected Poems of T.S. Eliot. This was actually my dad's when he was in college, and just to give you a perspective of how long ago that was, the man is 64 now. So it's been a while. Now I have to find a book with a girl on the cover. Can you at least give me a challenge? I decided to go with Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, which has the awesome, amazing, perfect Selena Sardothian on the cover. As far as girls on the covers go, this one's pretty badass, so I thought I'd go with her and just be proud. And I am proud. Next, I have to find a book that has an animal in it. For this one, I wasn't sure if it was an animal in it or on it, but I just covered both bases and chose a book that has both of them, and that is Life of Pi by Jan Martel. As you can see, this has Richard Parker, the tiger, on the cover, and he's also the co-star of this book. He's pretty much the other half of this book. Next, I have to find a book with a male protagonist. Seriously, it wasn't even that difficult. Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling, you know the score. Find a book that has only words on it. I immediately thought of this book, and it also has one of my favorite covers ever, and that is Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. Only words, but hey, they're all made of really cool symbolic things. Next, I have to find a book that has illustrations in it. So for this one, I chose Everything on It by Mr. Shel Silverstein, and I will show you the title poem, which has the illustration. There's a bunch of illustrations in here, and this is a wonderful collection of poems, so I double win. Yeah. Now I must find a book that has gold lettering. I picked up Legend by Mary Lou, which has gold lettering, and it also has gold font. I'm sure you can't see that. No, haven't read this one yet, but I hear it's a really awesome dystopian trilogy, so I look forward to it. But the point was gold lettering, and it definitely has that. Next, I have to find a diary, either true or fictional. And I'm pretty sure you guys know exactly where I'm going with this one. If you thought to yourself, Princess Diaries by Meg Cabot, you know me. Now I have to find a book that has been written by somebody with a common name like Smith. Thanks to that example, I could not think of a more appropriate book to choose than The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. Now I have to find a book that has a close-up of something on it. How about The Bronze Horseman by Paulina Simons, which has an extreme close-up of some chick's lips. Is this creepy? I think it's a little bit creepy. She has a lot more of a pucker than I do, but I mean, you should just, that's okay, I'm sorry. Now I must find a book on my shelf that takes place in the earliest time period. For me, that was absolutely no problem. I went straight for the Iliad by Homer. And this follows the Trojan War, I mean, just in case you were not familiar with that. I want to say that this is set sometime in the Bronze Age, which is the 12th/13th century, somewhere in there, BC. BC. It's a freaking old piece of text, and I hate this cover, but this is such a good book. Now I have to find a hardcover book without a dust jacket. So again, with little hesitation, I went for How to Be Popular by Meg Cabot. This is the cover. It does not have a dust jacket. This is just the beauty that it is. Now I must find a teal or turquoise colored book. I decided to go with My Unfair Godmother by Jeanette Rallison. This is the sequel to My Fair Godmother, and I rarely ever hear anybody talk about these books, but I love them so much. They're so much fun, and I highly recommend them. And it is this gorgeous teal color all around, in case you couldn't already tell. Now I must find a book that has stars on it. So for a second there, I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do for this one, but then I realized, duh, Stardust by Neil Gaiman. Stars? How much more stars do you want? Stars. 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 And finally, I have to find a non-YA book. Again, you could at least make it a challenge. So while I have a lot of amazing adult books and classic books and that kind of stuff, I thought I'd go with Vicious by V.E. Schwab, which is Victoria Schwab's adult book. Also because I just love it so freaking much, and because I constantly need to be in close proximity to its glory. That's my reasoning here. And if you have not read this book already, I don't think I need to tell you what you have to do. Thus concludes the bookshelf scavenger hunt tag. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you on the flip side of the page.